Good morning. This is HJT Views on current matters. Yesterday, the Finance Minister, MS Nirmala Sitaraman, finally said what should have been said a long time back. She requested the Indian public sector banks to approach the capital markets for their future funding requirements and not to be dependent on the government of India for their capital needs. This should have been done a long time back, but maybe because the financial position of the banks was not strong enough, they were not able to impose it. It is very necessary that government money does not keep going into recapitalization of public sector banks. Public sector banks have as a necessity to become independent of government funding and go to the capital markets for their future needs. That's the only way that the public sector banks will get financially disciplined. Else, they will just keep waiting for the government to keep funding their losses. MS Sitaraman has taken a very bold decision in so openly telling them that don't ask the government for future funding. We also now have this situation of a bad bank being created, bad loans bank. Personally, I am not too much in favor of the creation of a bad loans bank. I believe that this is a bit of a passing the parcel game. It's not going to help anybody. The important thing to really control is that there are no bad loans. Why is it that public sector banks, particularly, although the private sector is not too far behind in this, have gone so wrong in their loans sanctioning? What is the methodology? What is the process? What is the homework done before loans are given? Is there a risk assessment that is done when a party approaches for a big loan? All of us are critical that, oh, the farmer's loans are written off, or this fellow's loan is written off. What about loans that big industrialists and promoters don't pay? Is that not an equally important matter for us to worry about? If they can get away with non servicing of loans or keep getting new loans under a process of evergreening, is that really correct? Is that really fair to everybody? Now that they have decided that there is going to be a bad bank for the loans, I hope sufficient care is taken that the management of this bank is strong to say yes or to say no to accept the loans and to recover them. Otherwise, how is this bad bank expected to make any profits anywhere? It's just that the bank's not a case of the banker passing this on to the bad bank, and then cleaning its books of accounts off. That is simply not on. That is a very unfair way of handling this. The bad bank has to finally make profits. It cannot indirectly become dependent on government funding on capital so that other banks have their accounts free and it is left holding the bad loans portfolio. That would be a very dangerous thing to do. And in my personal view, that should never have happened. But now that this decision has been taken, I hope that they do enough to ensure that it is well managed and that this bad bank becomes a case of a good decision being implemented and being successful. Else, it could well become another very bad decision. Okay, these are my views for today on banking. See you next time. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Mumbai.